Hi Capricorn, welcome to Life in Symbolism. Welcome to your general reading. We'll look at your current present energies, see what's happening for you at this time, and then we'll look deeper into your past energies, see how that might still be influencing your present, and then we'll look at your future, your near future energies, and see how this may develop. So I hope you're all keeping well. It's really nice to be back. I hope that my video and sound quality is much better today as I've made a few improvements. Let's see how we go. Okay, Capricorn, please. What's happening for Capricorn? Please show me Capricorn's current energies. Capricorn, you're worried about something. You're worried about something, Capricorn. Now, I had a very similar present energy for Aquarius. So some of you could be linked to someone in your life who is an Aquarius or has lots of Aquarius in their charts. I think you're worried about your path. You think you're very keen to learn lots, to learn plenty of information, to do the qualifications, do the work, get the experience that you need to do. For some of you, you've wanted to travel, and I think that that's prevented you from traveling. So you've needed to go inwards and think about what it is that you really want to do. There may perhaps have been something similar in the past that you've had to learn from and apply that to this current situation. But I think this path is something that's quite creative, something that is like a talent of yours, and you're quite keen, but perhaps you're feeling a bit stressed because you're not quite 100% ready yet. Now, I mean, it could be someone in your life, or it could be you, but we'll see. We'll clarify, but first let's look at the recent past, please, for Capricorn. Thank you. Yeah, so you've met someone or come across something that you want to join up with in terms of business, and it seems like they have everything that you don't, and vice versa. So it seems like a really good partnership. It's a coming together of ideas, finally bringing things together, with either, like I say, a thing or a person who has the missing parts. Anything further from the recent past, please? Seems quite work related to me, Capricorn. And for some of you, I suppose it could be that you want to make progress in a relationship, but I'm not seeing so much about that yet. This is interesting. Now, for some of you, I think your parents have a strong influence, or there are parental figures in your life that have a strong influence. And I think actually there's people that you look up to who have been very successful. So please apply that as it works for you. There are people in your life who have done very well, who are very successful, financially secure, doing what they love, and you're looking up to them and thinking, how do I attain this? And I think it's causing some of you to reflect on some of the past decisions that you've made in terms of your career, and wondering, oh, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do this? But in a way that really you don't need to, Capricorn, in the nicest possible way, because the path kind of had to unfold in the way that it did in order for you to reach this point, and therefore to make the right decisions moving forward. But I think it's really stressing you out, and causing a bit of sleepless nights and a few disturbed dreams and restlessness, because now you're realizing that you're going to have to take things back in order to build them all up again. Anything else about the recent past for Capricorn, please? No? Okay, thank you. And for the near future, please, for Capricorn, what's coming in the near future? How do these situations develop for Capricorn, please? Okay, so Capricorn, I feel like you're thinking really about how to find your niche, how to find your tribe, how to fit in, and you've got a lot of passion, you've got a lot of warmth, a lot. You're really determined and feeling enthusiastic and very passionate about what it is that you want to do, and it looks really good because I do see that you're able to really bring a project through to its fruition. So whatever it is that you're starting, you will complete it. And actually you'll feel very, very fulfilled, but also whatever this project is enabling you to be financially secure and independent, but on your own. No kind of relying on other people. And I think that's really, really important to you. So it looks really, really good, Capricorn. So we'll leave that there for the kind of current underlying energies, and we'll dive deeper with this other deck and see if we can clarify some of these things. Okay, thank you so much. So let's look at the recent past, please, for Capricorn. Can we please clarify the Two of Wands? So I think you've made a commitment to go into this direction in terms of business. There's been a decision definitely that you've had to make in your recent past regarding moving forward in a different direction. But I do think that and I do think there's someone in there, someone who you look up to who's helped you make this decision. And it's good, and it happened really quickly as well. It seems like you had some uncertainty for some time, but then suddenly when you knew what to do, you knew and you made the decision, and then it's happened really, really quickly. And I think then that's caused you, the quickness of how this happened has caused you to look back a little bit through rose tinted glasses and think, oh, was that the right thing? Should I have really done that? But actually, you've really unburdened yourself by asking for help from these people surrounding you. I think they've taken a weight off your shoulders, or perhaps that's what you were seeking in your recent past. But I do see strong characters around you who are willing to help. But there's definitely sometimes you doubt yourself, or you have been in the recent past at least. Please clarify the Six of Cups. Thanks. Yeah, you're just concerned about being happy, Capricorn. That's a focus for you at the moment. And there were times when you were really happy, that's the thing. So it's difficult to let go of that. But I think that these situations happen for us in our lives when it's time to move off in a different direction. And this is encouraging you that it is the right thing for you to do. Yeah. So you've had to be, it's not something you've walked away from lightly, and you've had to, like I say, make that decision, be quite strong, and be true to yourself. For some of you, you've moved your business online, or you've started working online, that type of thing, working from home, using the internet more, maybe building websites. And I think that's been challenging, and it's required a lot of perseverance. But something definitely in the past is just, I think you were done with it and it was time to move on. You brought something as far as it could possibly go, and now it's time to move on. So please clarify the Nine of Swords in the present. Thanks. You're feeling really disillusioned, really lost and unsure if the path you're walking is the right path. And I think there's times that you feel pulled in the opposite direction, and sometimes you look back, like I say, rose tinted glasses, and almost do a U-turn and switch. And you're thinking, right, before I really go down this route, I need to make sure I don't go back, or, kind of now's the time to go back if I'm going to go back. So if it feels like it's crunch time for you at the moment, and that's what's worrying you, because I think you're feeling the pressure. Did I make the right decision? Should I go back? It's not too late. Should I go back on things now before it is too late? Please, yeah. No, Capricorn, this was the right thing. Everything here is telling me that you're moving in the right direction and you've made the right decision. So I really wouldn't worry. And I think that you're going to come out of that cycle soon, of doubt. That's ending soon. And I think as well that yeah, periods where you feel really down about the whole situation is often because you see other people around you being really comfortable and secure in their position. And I think it's really difficult for you to kind of take a step backwards. Maybe you've reached a level of success already and you're worried about having to let go of these things in order to try something new. But if, you know, there is a difficult decision to make, but everything's telling me, Capricorn, you've made the right decision. Please clarify the Hermit. Thank you. Again, the World. I think you're working from home, a lot of you. Bringing your business online, selling products online, creating websites, connecting with people online, that sort of thing. But again, you're closing out your cycle, and I think that's why you've gone inwards, to kind of retreat away from outside influences so that you can close out what you need to close out. And I think that also this is helping you spiritually. It's like taking a leap of faith, trusting the universe a little bit. You're going to, yeah, so I think recently, or in the recent past or in the near future, you'll be hearing some communication regarding this situation. An email is coming in, or a letter or a contract from somebody, again, who you look up to, who you admire. I think it's going to be positive news. It's a really positive omen that you'll hear some good news, which will help you bring all of this to a completion and really kind of close out what you need to, so you can move on. Again, just another reminder, this is the right path for you. And you're in your mind sometimes, you're in your head, back and forth. It's like mental chatter. Is it the right thing? Should I go back? It is the right thing for you to do, Capricorn, I've got no doubt. And you just need to be patient with yourself and patient with the process. I'm excited, Capricorn. This looks good. Now I feel like I went through that worry with you, and it felt like a lot of turmoil, but now I'm feeling happier because we're going to see exactly how good this is going to be for you, Capricorn. Page of Cups, please. Thanks. That's a lot. Now that's like a lot, so I'm just going to tell you the overall basic underlying energy. So this new thing, it's got huge potential, and you will successfully bring it to a conclusion. It does mean you have to end something that's going to be troubling, but you need to end it because it's come as far as you possibly can. When things happen, it's going to happen so quickly. It's going to happen almost overnight. You're going to be hearing from lots of people, and there's lots of strong energies around you as well. I think you'll have people who care about you giving you advice, and also potentially even helping you financially. There might be a stage where that comes, but you will rise to the challenge. It's going to give you a lot of adrenaline. There will be times when you look back. For some of you, it may even require you to travel closer to where you grew up as well. But there's a wish coming true. The advice is to take a leap of faith, because once you start on this new journey, it will be an unstoppable force. Again, you're going to find comfort in this newness and help you feel more comfortable with yourself and what you're doing. It's gonna wow, interesting, lots of big energies here. Okay, so if you feel like you've kind of missed out on something, that's going to come to an end. I feel like this new endeavor, this new pursuit will fill any gaps you felt were left by something that didn't quite go to plan. It's going to put an end to any kind of self-doubt as well. And yeah, you're going to be surprised, I think, Capricorn. Please show me clearly, thanks. Yeah, it's going to cause you to challenge everything you thought you knew in a good way, and realize that, you don't need to be restricted by your own views or by the expectations of others or the general perceptions of society, or however you want to say it. And for some of you, I think what may have been difficult is waiting for some kind of approval from someone in your life who's very patriarchal. If it's not an actual male figure, it could be someone who embodies these masculine qualities and energies. I think you've been asking for approval, for the love, for the affection of somebody, and I don't know if they've been very forthcoming. It doesn't mean necessarily, it might be your parents. Like I said, I saw for some of you some very influential parents or people in your life. who have done well in your eyes, and who you want to kind of live up to and do well for. And I think it's been troubling. I think that's been in ways confusing on your path, and filling you with some doubt in ways, especially in terms of going backwards and starting again, because to many that seems like a defeat, like a failure, but it's the absolute opposite. What's the point in continuing on the wrong path? You're never going to succeed that way, because you won't find your happiness then. So, we have to, all of us, go back sometimes before we can go forward. Okay, please clarify the Nine of Pentacles for Capricorn. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you so much. We had these same energies up earlier. Yeah, okay. So again, you're worried about what other people are going to say, worried about the next time you see people and they ask you how things are going, and you have to explain that actually things have completely changed. And I think you're a bit nervous about how to say this, especially because I get the impression you work with lots of people, and it's a very like community feel, a very together feel, whereas what you're doing now is on a completely different path, which is different and taking you to be completely independent. So I think that's just troubling you a little bit in terms of how to handle that when the conversations come, when things get there. You will bring this to a successful conclusion, and you will successfully launch this project. You've got the Empress twice, Capricorn. There's no doubt you will launch this project successfully. Please clarify the Empress. Thank you. Oops. Yeah, don't worry. This is the card of good luck. Luck is on your side, and your ship will come in, basically, with this card. Things will, reach a successful conclusion, and I think you're going to be, you won't, you're going to come leaps and bounds, and it's going to make you feel so much happier about who you are, and so much more fulfilled about what you're doing. It's going to bring you a whole new sense of love, and just feeling so much better, feeling so, when you love what you do, it doesn't feel like you work. It's going to be like that. Now there's just one Knight of Swords here. There's a little bit of hastiness. You're feeling impatient. So there's just a slight little word here to remind you that things don't happen overnight. And you may need to be really, really patient. Now, yes, so that disillusion that you are feeling that's keeping you up at night, that's because you're feeling impatient. So just recognize whenever that happens. There's no need to feel impatient. This is going to take its time, but it will be successful. So please don't fill that space with worry and doubt and fear, because there's no need. It is going to turn out well for you. You just need to balance really the worries and concerns that you have. And I do feel that you're quite grounded, really, Capricorn. I just know that this feels like a big leap. So just don't be hasty. Don't make any rush decisions for, to preference speed over anything else. Hasty energy, really fast moving, because you feel like you're not where you should be, Capricorn. But I mean, who decides where we all should be at what age? We've all got our different paths, and it doesn't matter if we detour or take longer than others, as long as we get to where we personally want to be and live our own destinies and fulfill our own dreams. And that's what you're doing. And I think it's going to help you kind of cut through. You might have a couple of naysayers, but I think that's only going to help you get more focused on your path. Generally speaking, though, I do see that people are supporting you, and we've got the Page of Cups again. I feel sometimes you feel like the need to prove yourself, but I think that you will. Anything further, please, for Capricorn based on this spread? Yeah, okay. So just be, use your logic. Don't be hasty. You're good in business, Capricorn. What I'm feeling is that you're better in this. You'll be better at handling this than you expect. I think you'll surprise yourself at how well you'll handle any obstacles that come up here. And it's a really transformative time for you as well. Be really clear with any kind of communications, especially with Mercury in retrograde at the moment. Just take your time. Don't rush. Keep your groundedness. Keep logic. Keep your logic. And I can really see this all coming to a really successful conclusion. So, Capricorn, let's finish with a final word of wisdom or any kind of advice from the Animal Oracle deck. And if this has resonated with you, Capricorn, please let me know. You can like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. So if you feel happy to share, please do share it in the comments and let me know what's going on for you. Any final words of wisdom, please, for Capricorn? I feel like it's just a lot for you to get your head around at the moment. Be fearless and bold. Tend to the small things and take time out. Well, you are taking some time out with the Hermit card here. Be fearless and bold and tend to the small things. Okay, so I'll read to make sure that we don't miss anything. And I'll hold up the card for you in a minute so you can see. Badger Spirit rejoices at your persistence and commitment to what is true for you. Yes, whatever you seek, your tenacity and faith in your partnership with Spirit is paying off, and the results will soon coalesce into form in your world. The gift of Badger Spirit is the surety that taking a risk now and being confident, fearless and bold will yield wondrous results. This is a time to harness your will and apply it consistently to the pursuit of your dreams. Know that no matter the temporary outer conditions, you will manifest your desires in divine timing and in the form that Spirit deems best for you. You have what it takes to get what you want, so assert yourself, be fearless and bold, shining your light as your purpose calls you into the world. New relationships are also given a green light now. Don't be afraid to make the first move. Badger Spirit loves your brave and mighty heart. Great. That sounds fantastic, Capricorn. So this is about following your dreams, and it says in divine timing too, and that things will pay off, but in divine timing. So have faith. Yes, it's not happening overnight, and I know it's difficult for you to take any steps that you feel are moving backwards or not. Basically, anything that looks like it's not moving forwards, I think that's very difficult for you. But have faith because it's happening. Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. The mouse pays attention to the smallest details. This calls on you to notice nuances and fine print. In your eagerness to meet your goals and pursue your dreams, it's easy to forget the importance of clear communication and tending to the little things, including people's subtle signs, including the voice inside you. Take your time to sniff out what you need to know. Is there some detail or nuance about how you engage with others or operate in the world that is key to your success, but you've too readily dismissed it as nothing big or nothing special? This reminds you that what seems small may be more important and powerful than you think. So look again. Do not underestimate yourself or the potential for co-creating something amazing when you pay attention to the details. So I mentioned earlier with the King of Swords, be very clear and precise in your communication and not to rush things. Don't be hasty. Now, what I didn't say is that we don't want mistakes to be made. Now, Mercury is in retrograde, so just be very careful, especially when signing contracts, underlining, just be very, very clear in communication and clear that and assertive. Know that you're getting what you want, especially if you're signing any contracts, making any deals. And finally, Brown Bear Spirit, which is take time out. This is a time to act and a time to focus your attention on patient strategizing. This signals that you're best served by foregoing hard work towards your goals at this moment and instead taking the time out to meditate or just take a nap, refresh yourself and begin planning what you want to co-create next. Come to know the lay of the land as you contemplate and imagine what you might do in this vast space. Begin forming a plan. Remember, sleep allows for dreaming and rest allows for clear-headed strategizing. How might you become the person you wish and experience what your heart desires? Insight will arise as you explore the possibilities and begin envisioning your plan. Knowing what you want will ensure you use your energy wisely in the days ahead. Be patient at this time. Relax, be calm and peaceful so you can recharge. The call for action will come later. So that's really interesting because we've got all of this happening recently in the past, and then this period of the hermit here, and there's so much happening in the future as well. So basically, again, please don't rush because it's not quite the right time. You know what you're doing. Now's the time to strategize and plan because all of this is coming for you in the future. So Capricorn, I'll leave it there. I really hope that that's helped you. Please let me know. Like I said, I'd love to hear from you. And otherwise, Capricorn, take care, and I'll see you again very soon.